Virgo Tarot. This is a reading for collective, timeless. I pre-shuffled cards and asked the spirit guides and angels to direct me with the message for somebody. This is timeless, for somebody who needs to hear it. Some information which can help anybody now or in the future. Please, spirit guides, guide me in this message. Please guide me in this message. We have Two of Pentacles, Queen of Wands in reverse. I will take only that. Five of Wands. Knight of Swords. Put it here. Move to make space. We have the Hierophant in reverse in the middle of the spread. Magician. The Hierophant in reverse with the Magician. Somebody is manifesting the end of the marriage. Somebody is manifesting the end of the higher level commitment. Somebody is trying to release the commitment. We have Knight of Swords. We have two swords on each of the side. We have Two of Cups and have Queen of Cups in reverse. King of Swords, Queen of Cups in reverse, and Queen of Wands in reverse. I have a feeling that we have at least two energies here, or even more. Three people in the picture. In three, yes, definitely. This spread is about three people in the picture. Three of Wands, and somebody waiting for conclusion or decision to be made. Decision. Somebody is waiting for decision for somebody else to make decision. The person who is juggling doesn't know who to pick up. I don't like this. I mean, nobody deserves to be an option, and nobody deserves to wait for somebody else to pick them up. Everybody's supposed to know what they want and don't harm others to ask them to wait. Because it's not fair, is it? Those are clarifiers, and we have Two of Swords. Two of Swords. Clarifying Two of Pentacles. Yes, somebody definitely cannot make a decision. Is juggling to other people and is blinded by something, not being able to pick up decision, to make decision, but as well doesn't want to look into that situation from what it really stands for, because that person thinks that choosing either this or that will lose something, and it makes another person pissed off. Somebody knows that the other one is juggling, that is playing the cards like wouldn't know what to pick up, and that the other person is losing patience, was waiting patiently, but now is getting really pissed off. The Hermit. Somebody wants to stop talking. Somebody wants to get into silent mode. Maybe thinking about silent treatment. Has enough of this waiting game. And that person, the other person, is now, right now, getting into the realization that this is a game, manipulation, doesn't want to play it anymore. Wants to go silently and withdraw from the whole situation. 5 of Wands. If that person, and that person has a wand as well, yes, holds the wand as well, that person will fight. 5 and 6, that person will use their wand to fight for their victory. 6 of Wands, victory. Fight to prove, at least to themselves, that they are worth more than the other person who is jungling, is knowing that this is not, that person is not an option, at least for themselves. And look, if this is this upright, that person doesn't use the wand to fight with other people, but the other one forcing her to go in that mode, to go and use their wand to fight and be victorious. 6, yes, and win that battle. Even that person has to leave the situation. They know already that it would be victorious as well. And we have the Hangman in reverse for 5 of Wands. In reverse, Hangman in reverse. That person knows already that doesn't want to be stuck in it, that this is smelly situation, and if this demands a blood on their hand, in quotation marks, then they are ready for it, they are prepared. King of Swords in reverse. Let's clarify King of Wands in reverse. This one. I have 6 of Wands. Yes, it's what I said. 6 of Wands. 1, this one with that is 6. And somebody here in the picture knows already, made that decision, that clarifying everything and leaving the situation, even by harsh way, even breaking somebody's heart or taking the blindfold from the eyes by force, will bring them a victory. Somebody in the picture doesn't want to wait anymore, doesn't want to wait and check if this will go their way. And they becoming really pissed and really harsh about that, which might even make it even more severe for everybody. But I think if the situation, any situation, causes a trouble for anybody involved, then it's better to be harsh and cut it off and cut the problem off as quickly as possible, instead of just allowing it to grow to the size which will be difficult to bear for anybody. And we have the Empress. It's a beautiful card, clarifying the Hierophant. I'm sorry to tell you, but somebody in the picture knows that getting out of this commitment, marriage, or this situation will make them beautiful, will make them an empress. That person will be free, ready for action, ready to find somebody. And we have an Empress to King of Swords. That person who knows that the divorce or breaking or putting everything into separation will put them into the power of making a decision at least about their life, and they are looking that quality with in somebody else to be able to talk with them about that. Is wanting somebody to be truthful, somebody to see what this for what it really is. Please clarify, King of Swords. We have Knight of Wands in reverse. Whoever has to open their mouth and speak through the truth, has to say something loudly, that person cannot, have to stop being in and out, has to stop being the person, not reliable person, has to stop being a person who nobody can trust. Because this is the end of the game. There is no space for games anymore, for manipulation. There is nobody believing any words that person is saying, that somebody is saying. And we have, unbelievable, Two of Cups, clarifying Two of Cups. This is definitely about the love. This is definitely about making a decision. 2-2, 2-2. This is definitely about somebody making a decision about love, about picking up the person who you love. They don't understand why you're waiting, why anybody would wait for somebody to make a decision. If that person doesn't know that they love you already, they never will know it. Today you might win one of those queens, because I have two queens here. And gender doesn't matter, it might be about men. One queen which is passionate but already pissed off, and one queen which was loving, intuitive, very nurturing, but that now wants to withdraw, doesn't want to do it anymore, or doesn't do it anymore, and this is a problem. But I have a feeling that person doesn't want to share her love with that other person who is trying to pick up somebody who is making a decision, because she doesn't want to be option anymore. They are really angry. I'm not surprised. We have twice Two of Cups. Whoever is making the decision, that person thinks that they love both queens. Gender doesn't matter. Two loves? No. The world doesn't work this way. You cannot hold to both of them. You cannot claim a love for both of them. You cannot go home and have a wife who will nurture you, who will cook for you, who will clean and make your washing and take care of your children, and you go for sex to another one. Cannot, because nobody will be happy in this picture. Even you think you love both, and you satisfied both, and you give love to both equally. It's not true, because the world doesn't work this way. You have to stop being this asshole who thinks that not being committed to neither this queen or this queen, no commitment, but taking advantage of both of them makes you an empress. It's not empress quality, juggling people and taking advantage of them, is it? Queen of Cups in reverse, please. Queen of Cups in reverse. I had this one. And we have Eight of Cups. And that person wants to work on it. Well, would agree to work on it. Because she's probably your wife, your long time partner, been already with you for long years, and she wants to work on it. Eight of Cups. I'm sorry, this is Eight of Cups, which means she wants to leave. That queen wants to go silently in her and think about this whole situation, and is really pissed off, and it's really like, I don't want to deal with it, I need to think about this. Whereas that one has more proud, and she's intuitive, but now doesn't want to share her love with anybody because she is disattaching herself emotionally from this situation, from that person, from the person who pretends to be an empress, but in fact is a player, and quite harsh one, intelligent one, but not using intelligence for correct behavior. 3 of Wands, please. Have that one. And we have Ace of Wands. 3 of Wands, Ace of Wands. And this player is waiting. Whoever is waiting to make a decision. That Empress, the person who is scared of commitment, doesn't feel like needs to commit to anybody, thinks that stands in their power because is flattered that 2 queens are waiting for that person, juggling with people, not knowing which one to choose, wanting to keep them all, is waiting for their ships. What that person was waiting for? To see which of those queens, gender doesn't matter, it might be a male queens, yes, that is waiting for to check which of them will give more passion. Which probably that Empress is putting them into competition and checking which one will fight harder, will go farther to fight for that Empress. It's so silly because I know how to women that. You know that person is not the Empress, definitely, because no Empress would never put anybody into competition, would never behave this way not knowing what they want. Empress knows what they want. An Empress has love only for one person, first of all, and is not that much interested in wands. But more, for me, Empress is the biggest combination of Pentacle, Ace of Pentacle with Ace of Cup, love and stability, wands and swords behind, which means the harsh speaking and passion and sex behind those 2 aces, which means somebody will be surprised unless those queens are not queens in fact. Maybe they are in reverse because they don't know what to do with this situation. But if one wants to give a silent treatment and another one wants to disattach emotionally from this, then they are on the good way to behave correctly and give that Empress, pseudo-Empress, a good lesson. Let's see oracle cards, what they will say. The advice. We have serendipity. Sorry. Happiness. For who? For who? For who? Happiness. Loyal heart. Loyal heart. Only 2 of birds, yes? Owls. Only 2 of them, not 3, yes? Advice for the Empress. Do you want to be really an Empress? Find your happiness in being loyal to only one person and build the real, proper 2 of Cups. Not being in 2 relationships. One more, please. Loyal heart. Happiness, community. If you don't know the answers to anything, just ask around people who have succeeded in similar situation. They will give you the answers if you can't find it yourself. Personal power. This I feel like more like don't underestimate people surrounding you. Don't underestimate those queens, Because they are in reverse doesn't mean they have the quality of queens and they can stand in their power. If they will, your life will be miserable, because this is so easy for people to start wanting a revenge if you treat them really badly. What for? Why are you building this karma? Retreat. And look how beautiful this card is. Find your place. If you are searching for your happiness, if you're not happy with both of them, be careful with the power they present. Find your place where you're happy. Go there and retreat and think about what you're supposed to do. Make a decision and find your abundance. Find it. It's not worth relying on others to be given it. Better is to find the place where you're supposed to go, to find it by yourself. Don't search it within other people. And don't put people into bad places. Because if you don't retreat, you will not be given that. I hope it helped somebody. Thank you for watching.